friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderella Mouse and we're back today with Dragon Age Origins. It is an EA game. I am a member of the EA Creator Network, which is why you'll see an ad on the video. I'm not being paid to promote an old game or something like that. Like, I'm just doing my own thing. But UK rules mean that I have to put ad on anything that I'm associated with a company of. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm doing all the origin stories. I love this concept. I never realized it was called Origins because it has multiple origin stories, but I think that's really, really cool to kind of like play out these different kind of perspectives all in one world. And I think it does kind of like change the understanding of the story to see it from different points of view. I think it's a really unique and cool concept that I don't think I've ever seen before in any other game, where you actually start in a different place in the world. And so I love it. And I have 2 origin stories left to play. Now, these are the 2 that I know the least about. So I am going to be as shocked, scared, and surprised as you. I don't know what to expect, but as we saw in the last video, if you watched that one, it does handle some quite heavy topics and not always in the most sensitive way. And I was thinking about that and I was like trying to explain what was off about that previous video besides the obvious. And I think it's just the way that everything was said very explicitly rather than being a little bit more implied. And I think that's why it feels so uncomfortable. And obviously the topic and what is actually happening. But I just think it's the way it's handled that makes it ick for me. Anyway, let's see what we're doing next. We're gonna go with a new game. Again, if you want to see the opening credits, go and watch the Dwarf Warrior video because I don't want to see this every single time. And we're going to select I was going to call them a sim. Having such a great day. I've been to the vets with my cat this morning, so I'm kind of still like thinking about that. He only had like a checkup and a booster injection, but he's fine. We're going to go rogue. Because I'm going for a dwarf, I'm going to go for a lady dwarf because Cheds was a boy dwarf. So we're going lady dwarf this time. And Cheds was a warrior and I don't want to do the same thing again. So we're going to go for rogue. I kind of would like to be a mage, but you only get that one backstory if you're a mage. And dwarves can't be magic apparently. So yeah, we're going to go rogue, even though it doesn't necessarily fit the backstory too well. We'll see what we do with it. But we're going to be a dwarf noble. As the favoured child of the Dwarven King, you proudly take up your first military command. So we are a princess. Only to learn that the deadly intrigues of family and sycophants may pose a greater danger than even the battlefield. So, your first military command, it would make so much more sense to have her be a warrior. But we've only got one rogue and we've got multiple warriors, so I'm kind of more inclined to do this. Yeah, let's just be a rogue. Let's wing it. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, and then noble. Cool, let's go. I'm going to try and fly through the character creator a little bit. I do like them. Like, she's super cute. I like how different they all look from each other. Like, they are getting a lot of personality from just quite a few assets, I think we're going to go with her. I want to do quite a wholesome, kind of warm look on her. So I'm going to change her complexion, I think, to... Do I want that one or do I want to stick with that? Quite like this one. I like the detail on forehead that you can just about make out. And I want to have quite a dark skin tone. Although I think they look ever so slightly purpley. It looks nice here on the character creator, but when you look here, I think she looks a little bit of a weird tone. Am I recording? Sorry, I always do this. I'm like, did I hit record? I did indeed. Is my mic on? It is. Okay, we're all good. So yeah, even though I would love a darker skin tone, I think it's going to look weird in the lighting. So I'm going to bring it down one, but we're just going to imagine she's a little bit darker, I think. And then blush tone, I want to go for something quite warm, quite reddish, like this. Lip colour, again, I want to go for something quite berry toned. That's quite a nice one. Maybe I'll make it slightly less intense. Same with the eyeshadow colour. I want something, again, a little bit warm. Maybe I'm going to make it a bit darker like this. She's not going to have tattoos because the storyline says that tattoos are a thing that the lower stratosphere of society have. So the dwarves that are kind of looked down upon get branded. So she's not going to have a tattoo. It doesn't suit the storyline. Her hair, I actually quite like this very short kind of tomboyish bob style. So I'm going to keep that, and I do like the brown colour as well. Her eyebrows I'm going to make a little bit thicker because I think they suit her wide face a little bit better. And I'm going to make them darker just because I think, again, I like eyebrows to be like a shade darker than the hair colour because the hair gets more sun, so it gets a little bit lighter than the roots. Her eyes, I actually really like her eyes. I might actually even make them a tiny bit bigger. I'm going to bring them in a little bit closer and just lower the height a tiny bit to about there. Her brow depth, I think is pretty good, but I'm going to make it slightly less rounded looking. Brow height is fine. Let's keep flicking through. Nose shape. I'm going to go for this one, but then I'm going to make it a lot longer. Because again, I think it makes her look a lot more authoritative if I make it longer. I'm also going to make it bigger. Now, the reason I'm doing this is if you look at the male dwarves, they have massive noses. And so if you have a female dwarf with a little teeny tiny nose, it kind of doesn't look right. Again, it kind of looks silly against the guys' noses. So, you know, she's going nose to nose, head to head with some of the more kind of bossy male characters, so she's going to have a much larger nose. Her bridge depth I'm going to bring out a little bit, tip going in, and that is pretty much what I want to do with her nose. I might make it a little bit wider as well. Bridge width, there we go. You know, because again, I like that characteristic that the dwarves have large noses. Her mouth, I do like her to have quite full lips. I'm going to bring her mouth width in a tiny bit. She has this kind of like almost doll-like face that I think is very, very pretty. I'm also going to do the same as I did for the last character and bring her lips forward to give her more of a determined jaw. Same with her chin. I want her chin to be well, her jaw actually to come forward a little bit more. Jaw width, no, that's not what I want, is it? Chin depth, there we go. Bring that forward a little bit as well. Lovely. Her chin width I'm going to bring in a little bit to give her more of a heart-shaped face, and her jaw width I'm going to also bring out for the same reason. I think her cheeks look quite nice as they are being quite full. Her cheekbone height I think I'm going to bring down a little bit. I just think that if I kind of show you, where are we, cheekbone height, I just think it gives her, again, quite a heart-shaped face to bring that down. And that is pretty much how I like her. I think she's very, very cute. Her neck, again, I do like them to have quite a thick neck because it suits their body shape. And then I'm just going to make her ears quite small, I think. Again, just to avoid any clipping. Her portrait, again, absolutely love this feature. Let's see. I like that she looks kind of hopeful. I am going to play her as quite a good character, you know, quite knowledgeable, quite intelligent, not naive. There we go. And let's bring it like something like that. You know, it almost looks like a poster that you would have of like the ruling family, you know, on a military campaign kind of thing. Background, what do I want to do? I quite like the gold because, you know, they are dwarves, they're mining for precious minerals and things. Let's have a quick look through. There's some really good ones I just don't want to duplicate from something that I've used for another one. Maybe this one. I can't remember what I used for Cheds now, but I like this. This looks a little bit earthy. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for... She's undetermined. No, I'm going to go for my first impression. Maybe that's quite a nice one. Or maybe something a bit royal, you know, like the purple. Because I don't think I used purple for my wizard, did I? I think I used like a bluey colour for my wizard. No, we'll go with that one. Quite a royal purple colour. Her voice, let's have a look.
No, it is gone. I should do something else. Excuse me.
That third one was good.
Till we meet again. How do you do? Damn, lost the spell. This is not good!
That doesn't sound posh enough for me.
Greetings. Oh, that didn't work. Well, this is odd. My weapon is useless.
That one, maybe?
Move aside.
Move aside.
Greetings. I cannot cast it!
That's a bit too I think.
Charmed. Ah, there went the spell. Oh, bother. I need something new. Move aside, please.
That's a bit too soft. I like the softness, but it doesn't sound authoritative. She's not going to have the violent voice. I think experienced.
Oh, that didn't work. I need some other attack.
I need some other attack. I think that's pretty good. I can't remember what name I was going to give her. Where are my notes? Give me a sec, guys. Is she ever organized? No, she is not. Were they in with my Baldur's Gate notes? Yay! I was going to call her Olivia because I'd been waffling on about 12th Night the other day, and I really like the character of Olivia. So I thought I'd try and invoke that a little bit. Olivia. So rather than being, you know, like the dwarves tend to be like quite a barbarian warrior type race. They tend to be quite kind of militaristic, I feel. I like the idea of her going for more of an intelligence vibe. So in future games, I could imagine her being something like an inquisitor, but having a little bit more like planning, a bit more strategy, a bit more intelligence based, even kind of like spy network, because I think that was hinted at in her storyline. So yeah, I'm going to go a little bit more diplomatic perhaps as well. Like I like the idea of her talking her way out of situations and negotiating. I don't know if the storyline's going to play that way. Again, I've barely played any of her story, so we will find out together, I guess. Okay, so I think she's going to be a little bit more Dexter-based because she's a rogue. I do want her to have a lot of cunning and a lot of willpower as well. So let's reduce that and add there. I think that's probably good. Dexterity, willpower, and cunning, I think is what I'm going to go for. Again, you can't reduce anything, unfortunately, because she's not going to be doing any magic. I could totally reduce that if it had let me, but you know, whatever it gives you as standard stats, you can't reduce from there. Okay, so points to spend. She's not really about stealing. Herbalism could be useful. Combat tactics, I like the sound of. So I think I'm going to go for that. Although I might get some herbalism in the future as well. Maybe some survival, we'll see. Okay, points to spend 2. So my other character was dual weapon. But it's either dual weapon or archery. I could have her be archery and be ranged. But I was going to go for archery with my elf. So I don't know. Let's properly go like spy. Let's go a little bit stealth. And let's go with lockpicking. And hope we're okay in combat. Maybe we'll try and talk our way out of combat. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining dwarven cities in the world.
So she's in the same place as Ched's, I think.
Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endren of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue and have struggled against brothers and cousins
That's not
for
me.
honor and prestige.
Who's
Today,
that guy?
a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed and ready. Excellent.
See what I mean about skin being lighter in game?
I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear
Immediately
your
wish I'd gone
shields
for a
at the
darker
noble's
tone.
feast?
Okay, sorry for talking over it. Yeah, I really wanted her to have a darker skin. I'm a bit sad that she looks so light in the game lighting. Do I wish to wear my shield to the noble feast? Leave it. What's her voice? I want it to be quite soft. Leave it. I don't want to look fearful.
You couldn't look anything less than beautiful. The armor only accentuates it.
Excuse me?
Although the idea of you charging naked into battle holds a certain appeal.
Like, sir, it's the second sentence you've said to me. Okay? Again, my criticism of this game is that it does feel kind of pervy. You know, the people go to this so quickly. Like, be a little bit more subtle. Stop being so fecking horny with Dragon Age Origins. Put it away. Like, again, I love a bit of spice in the game. You know, Baldur's Gate 3 handles it beautifully. I love how, you know, you get to know the characters and you get closer to them. And, you know, some characters are more flirty than others. You know, you've got Astarion who's, you know, everybody's a big fan of Astarion. Not everybody, but, you know, he's got a huge audience of people who absolutely love his character. You know, and sort of sexier characters as well, like Raphael's very flirty, and you know, you can get very kinky if you kind of like follow his story a little bit there. And like, sometimes people do come on strong. You know, you have Halcyon who kind of jump scares you in camp, and it's like this horny bear, and you're like, ah, get back. But it's not the first thing, right? It's not like the second sentence that someone says to you. It's more like the fourth sentence, you know? It's like, take a breath before you try to jump my bones, please. Can we get a little bit of storyline going? Can we get a little bit of bants before you are so obnoxious? So she's going to put him back in his place because I am possibly going to be queen one day. You're a guard, and you're speaking to me so familiarly. I don't think so. You forget your place.
I apologize, my lady. Festive atmosphere and all.
That is no reason to, yeah, do worry about it. I'm not letting you off the hook. That's no reason to forget your rank.
No, of course not. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
Yeah, going back to that previous thing as well, as a woman in a position of power, you know, especially if you're talking historically, you know, globally, it tends to be a very male-dominated world. And so to be a woman in power, you have to be very, very careful, because if you do get into a relationship with someone, people will say, oh, she slept her way to the top. You know, it's like anything to discredit a woman. And so I don't want to be like full feminism in this video, but it is very disrespectful, I think, you know, for a man to be like, oh, it's a woman, I get to, you know, possibly try it on with her. It's like, no, respect her position. You know, it's very inappropriate. Even if they are close, but we don't know if they're close or not. You know, they could have been friends and allies for a very long time. They could be in a relationship, but the game hasn't made that clear to us, so it just seems really disrespectful to me. Okay, so King's having a chat with some guys. We can take our time. What sort of grievances?
The usual. This lord had my cousin killed. This lord seduced my wife. This lord did the exact thing I'd planned to do to him, but he did it first. They pose and bluster, and each pretends he is the honorable man in a den of thieves and assassins. The rest is worth seeing, though. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Rumor has it that Harrowmont hopes you'll be swept off your feet if a well-placed young nobleman
Again.
wins the provings in your honor.
Feckin' rude, mate. Again, just it is somewhat derogatory feeling, you know, that they constantly, like, especially if you're playing as a woman, like, and even if you get the same dialogue if you're a guy or a girl, right? But if you're playing as a woman, like, to be constantly being, like, have the game trying to marry you off to someone in every single storyline, it feels repetitive and annoying. It doesn't feel like the best thing to play through every single time. It's like there are other storylines and other topics that you could explore. So another thing as well is visual storytelling. So here you've got the guy on a platform, and she, even though she's in a position of authority, she's low down and looking up at him. So again, just visually, she should be the one on the platform. And, you know, if this was olden day kings and queens, you don't have your head higher than the most important person in the room, right? That is an old rule. So again, here, he's once again immediately overstepped his mark, if you want to look at it that way.
I could use a little sweeping off my feet.
And she tucks her hair back behind her ear. Perhaps I'll go win the proving myself.
Win the proving in your own honor. That would be most interesting. Shall we then?
I'd like to see these merchants.
With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
Get down from my platform. Oh. I'm gonna run at you. I'm gonna run at you like a bull. Get off my platform. Oh, can I actually push him off? Boof. Wouldn't it be good if I could, like, kick him off? That'd be fun. He's gonna follow me, isn't he? He's like a follower companion. Get down. Get off my step. Okay. Lots of clanky armor noises. Take all. Not giving him any. I will take my shield. But I'm going to be 2 weapon fighting, aren't I? Well, no, actually, I didn't take that yet, did I? I took tactics. So for now, we're going to stick to tic-tacs. And we'll go sword and shield for a little bit. Even though that's not really my vibe. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Again, I'm going to be trying to be a bit
This should be easy
sneaky.
enough.
A little bit sneaky, a little bit political. Get off my platform, Gorim. I like the noise. Sounds like a bag of money being rattled. Okay. So in between videos, I went and looked at Mapokalops, who I really like, plays a lot of this style of game. And I went to check out, because I knew he'd played Dragon Age Origins, because I remember when I was watching some of his Veilguard playthrough, he mentioned that he played all the other games. And so I was like, I know he'll have played it. And he goes into a lot of detail as well, so definitely check him out if you want all the lore and all, you know, to read all the different kind of codexes that we find and stuff like that. He's the guy for that. But I wanted to know what he thought of that previous story that we played with the elf from the city. Because I find it a very troublesome storyline, and it makes you feel horrible. Like, it doesn't leave you with a nice feeling after playing it. And he had very similar feelings on it. I kind of wanted to see, you know, a different perspective. Like, is it just a me thing, or is that a really ick storyline?
I am proud to serve the Idukans.
Very good.
I am at your service.
As you should be. Take notes, Gorim.
Milo Balin? Oh, sorry. I am so sorry.
What was that about? Hello? Is everything okay in here? I will not have my people running from me. There is no reason to fear. Wait, is that Ched's sister? That looks like Ched's sister to me.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
We are looking after her with our life. She is going to be my handmaid. Oh, we can, like, talk to Gorim instead of talking directly to her. And who are you?
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lady Idukan's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out. With your leave, my lady.
You're staying, girl. You're staying with me. Okay, I'm excited. Again, I absolutely love this. I love that I'm talking to Ched's sister. And like, maybe I might have the opportunity to kind of like take care of her, or even like something I might do might affect her. Like, oh, that is so cool. And it'd be really good if it was like all in the same save file, and you could, you know, Cheds could react to whatever we do. Oh, I love it. Such a cool concept. I can't believe that they had such an incredible, complex story concept, and then they didn't take it forward to the other games, as far as I'm aware. I want her to stay. Oh yes, you may go.
Thank you. I will go now.
I'm just trying to be as nice to her as possible, you know? I don't need this. Okay, I'm gonna have a look around my brother's bedroom and see what he's been up to. What if I want a concubine, huh? Doesn't anybody think about my needs? Yes, please. I will accept tribute of your belt and your war axe. What does that do? Increases monetary gain. And this actually does less than what I've got at the moment, so we will not use that. Okay, are there any like books lying around that I can click on? Because sometimes you can click on, yeah. This is what gives you like the lore. House of Dukan, Shield of Ozamar. That's us, I think, right? We're House of Dukan. She's been paying attention. Listen, I was 2 years old when I finally mentally digested the fact that we're in Ozamar. Okay, wait, let me have a look at the map because I don't want to miss anything. So we're going out, but I want to go back and double back on myself and go and look in Trion's room if I can. Now, who is Trion? Is that like my dad?
Ancestors watch over you, my lady.
It's locked. Can I not lockpick? What is the point in being a rogue? I can't break into everybody else's houses. I like how everywhere feels different. You know, the styling of this area feels very, very different to like the castle areas. The human castle areas.
No sign of trouble here.
Good day, Lady Aeducan.
I am at your service. Good day, Lady Aeducan. I am at your service.
Wait, hang on again. Let me look at the map. Yeah. What's in here? It's locked.
Right.
Give me a lockpick.
I am at your service.
I am proud to serve the Aeducans.
Through my headphones, it's just a lot of armor noise. Everything just sounds like a bag of money being rattled. Okay, let's go out then, I guess. Yeah, let's have a chat with this guy again.
My lady.
Tell me about your family, Gorim. Do you have a wife who would disapprove of you flirting with me?
Not much that you don't already know. My father's father was a great hero of the Deep Roads excursions and raised the family to the top of the warrior caste. He was even nominated to join the assembly and found a noble house, but the honor was in the nomination. He wasn't afforded a single vote. My father served your father for many years, and now I serve you.
Are you excited about the battle tomorrow?
Yes, I yearn to face the Darkspawn and prove my worth as your second.
Remember, it is my glory we go to win. Will be spectacular.
May the stones support us, and the ancestors look down with pride.
We should get going.
As you will.
Okay, what's...
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside.
No, I don't. I want to run around the city a bit. You're right. Let's go and see the provings first.
I can't wait to see who's fighting today.
Okay. What's this room then? Key required. Why? Why do I need a key when I'm a sneak thief? These aren't like lockpick, are they? Stealth dirty fighting, no.
I went to watch the provings. Most exciting.
I feel like it happens automatically if your skill is high enough.
I know you will do House Iduken proud.
Tomorrow will bring much glory.
See, sometimes, like, most of the time, if they don't have a name, you can't click on them and they don't do anything, but sometimes they do. So I kind of want to click on everyone and everything.
I am at your service. I am at your service.
And then it doesn't pay off. It's not clear. Okay. Life in Ozamar.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
So is this where Cheds was? Yeah. Cheds was down there, look. This is where we were running around with Cheds. Because that's like the battle arena. So we're kind of like upper city vibe. Right, we can't go up there yet.
I am at your service. I am at your service.
Okay.
I'm sure. Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lady Iduken, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iduken, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
So she would like scholars. She values intelligence. But she's going to say, what's going on here?
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
Well, what does it say?
It doesn't matter. It's all lies.
Then kill him or go away. I'm bored. Scholar, tell me what it says.
My work tells the stories of all those raised paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
Well, what's the point? Why is Bruntin so angry?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
She would agree. The scholar is right.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Iduken?
The truth is more important than your pride.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now, excuse me, Your Highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
Again, she's not above a little political espionage. She's a strategist, and she's just made an enemy, so... What do you think, Scholar?
Well, historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
Hear that, Gorim? Do the prudent thing.
How do you want it done?
Quietly. An accident, preferably.
Understood.
You've shown yourself more daring and aggressive today than most believed of you. Someday I hope to write of the great exploits you are sure to perform.
Word has been sent. He won't live past the hour.
Damn.
You've shown House Iduken a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
It was mostly just to put Bruntin in his place. Carry on with your work, Scholar.
Of course. I have much to document and organize. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
Okay. Nothing wrong with getting the historians on side, is it? But again, she wants people to publish facts and truth. You know? Like, let her deeds speak for her. And if a little bit of underhanded political shenanigans is necessary, then so be it, for the greater good.
I'm at your service. I'm at your service. No sign of trouble here.
Okay. Who are these people?
The noble hunters are out in force. It is good to see you, my lady.
Did you see those noble hunters? Shameful.
The finest in home decorations!
Noble hunters? Like nobles who are hunters, or hunters who hunt nobles?
It's so interesting to see a lady chosen to be commander.
Like, isn't the Grey Warden supposed to take, like, one? Like, Duncan's meant to take one person. But he took Ched's, and now he's going to take me. I know it's, like, alternate timeline, but still.
Who hasn't?
Fantastic! Just fantastic!
My Lady Iduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
You have something I might want?
All ladies love a bit of silk, do they not?
Lady Iduken is a warrior, born of steel and bred for battle.
1,000 pardons. Please, forgive me, Your Highness.
This looks to be mostly fabrics from the human lands. These merchants form alliances with those who have abandoned our ways to live on the surface.
Ooh, tricky. Again, I wonder how that would play out if we were playing as a guy. I did do a little bit of testing with some of the other characters, and there wasn't actually as much difference as I thought there'd be. It's a little bit gendered. So, for example, with the noble daughter, when you're talking to Al How, and he's like, "Oh, my son was asking after you." If you're playing as a guy, that switches to "My daughter was asking about you." So again, doesn't really pay any attention to kind of gender preferences or anything like that of the player. The merchant forms alliances with those who've abandoned. Yeah, also how he jumped in to be like, "Hey, she's a warrior. You weren't saying that 10 minutes ago when you were trying to chat me up, mate." So I think putting him in his place has worked for us. It's nice to have pretty things. You wouldn't say that. She wants information. How many of our people are on the surface?
According to the scholars, more than 500. Does it matter? The surfacers are lost to us. Perhaps we should get going.
Okay.
Nothing beats a good set of steel cutlery.
It's so romantic to have a proving dedicated to you.
To who? To me?
Congratulations on being named Commander, my lady.
Thank you.
Atrasvala, big sister. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
See what I mean about, like, needing a big nose to deal with all these guys. So this is our brother. I'm confused. Are they both our brother? Who's who? We're not asking anyone else for help. I go where I want, when I want, Trian.
Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you are receiving a commission. I expect after tomorrow I'll spend much time apologizing to the heads of the noble houses for the deaths of their children under your incompetent command.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Trian?
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast.
Something tells me you'll be a terrible king. I'll go when I'm ready.
Stubborn, aren't you? When I'm king, I will help you get over that. Come, Balin.
Balin's our brother, right? Am I going crazy? He means well. No, he doesn't. Ignore him. It's my day, not his.
Of course, my lady.
Okay. Yeah, I think tiny noses on dwarves looks kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I'm sad that I can't give, like, the girls, like, a massive honker like the guys.
I'm at your service.
as someone who has a massive honker in real life.
Look at this piece, darling. It rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
Nonsense, woman. Your words bring shame upon our house. See how the edges are rough and pitted? Would you compare this to Branca's work? Trust a woman to speak of things she doesn't understand.
For fuck's sake, with the
Be quiet now
misogyny!
and pray the ancestors deliver Branca back safe.
Tempting, but I'll be good.
My Lady Iduken, nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me.
So, she does want to be thought well of by her people because, you know, she wants public support if she is going to kind of be successful. And she also understands that kind of like subtle thing of having quiet friends, you know? And people speaking well of you. And another thing as well is she would value the quality of the work, not the status of the man. So she's going to ignore Gorim and say, "Tell me about your pieces."
Your Highness's legendary prowess is matched only by your kindness.
Tell me about the armor you make.
I buy only the finest iron ore, and personally oversee the armor's crafting by the most skillful of the smith caste.
All right, stop speaking now. Well, I'm bored. Fascinating. Thank you.
Of course, the honor was all mine.
Oh, I don't get to buy anything? I thought I was going to get to buy something. Hi, bitches.
That one.
Telly and Mardy. Great
task.
name.
Greetings, my lady. May I say you look striking today. Is this your paramour? He wears both his vambraces, unmarried and eligible.
I'm flattered, ladies, but I'm not a noble. I'm a knight of the warrior caste.
Warrior caste isn't bad.
Telly, we didn't pay gold for these permits to take warrior caste.
I guess you're right. Sorry, sir.
She'll take your money. No, we know from Ched's story. Again, perspective. If you hadn't seen Ched's story, you'd just think that these were like gold diggers, but they're not. They are, you know, lower city women who are trying to, you know, better the lives for the whole family. In any, you know, given what they have, which isn't much, but they can give people babies, you know, to make the royal families of the concubines, basically. See what I mean? Little tiny nose. Are you two merchants of some kind? I think she's a little bit knowledgeable. She's got an idea. What's going on here?
They're noble hunters, my lady.
Ah.
Because a man takes his caste from his father, they hope to bear a noble lord's son. If a noble hunter succeeds, she is raised up to join the house as a concubine to care for her son. It brings new swords to a house, so many nobles look favorably on such women.
She's gonna understand the situation that they're in. And she's not a snob. So she's gonna be kind to them. We could certainly use more Aducan swords.
Then perhaps you'd tell your brothers to come say hello?
Telly, mind your manners.
No, it's all right. I'll mention you.
My lady is kind and generous beyond her duty.
Yeah, again, we're making the friends in the places where we need to be making the friends. Can I loot that barrel? Yoink. Maybe I should have made
Let's get started.
Arrows. But they never give me actual arrows. You know, if I was playing with a bow.
Invest in the next great trade expedition.
I'll think about it.
Greetings, my Lady Iduken. I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
I quite like the good cop, bad cop vibe. You know, I get to be like, no, I'll hear him out. It's all right. I'll hear him out. Ugh, can't speak. It's all right. I'll hear him out.
Very well then, speak.
I'm trying.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is...
It's all right.
Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger made for you as a gift for your first command. Sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out.
He did it,
I don't
did
know
he?
what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
You had him beaten, but you don't know what offence it was. Trian's probably just being a twat. You only had the messenger beaten. Imagine being like, oh, if my big brother says no, then I get the answer no. Let me see this dagger.
Here it is, Your Highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the lady's first command and hope that someday, when she rules, she will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the Assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
I think it's the right one. I support the merchants. And the whispers will ever be in my favour. I'll take the dagger.
Thank you. You bring uncountable honor to me.
What he means is that you'll bring uncountable gold to him if you wear that piece in public.
Very well. A talented merchant deserves good stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. I am going to put that as instead of my shield. We're going to go 2 weapon, baby. Nice. Right, I probably do need to put something on Gorim, don't I? No, he's pretty stacked, actually. I think he's good. Yeah. I'm listening out. I thought I heard my cat at the door. Oh, it's sparkly. That is cool. See, it pays to be nice to people.
Most exotic wares in Orzammar.
Right, I'm glad we came to the markets.
I am at your service.
Only the freshest food for your noble table.
Do you know, if the boys are getting concubines, I think it's only fair that I have my own harem.
Oh, Lady Iduken, here, in my booth. I am so...
Oh? Oh, I hope he didn't hit his head.
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Pardon, I was out of line there. I suppose we should move on.
I like that he is correcting his own behavior now. He's learning. We love a dwarf who listens and learns.
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena?
And that's not to say she's trying to keep him down, but she does deserve to be respected by her peers and her equals. And people above her as well. Everybody deserves respect. I don't remember addressing this man. You can be really snobby. Why do you ask?
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Why? The commons love me. I'm safer here than I am in the royal court. I am quite capable of walking myself safely to the proving.
I did mention the merchants that won permits to show their goods in the Diamond Quarter. There were only so many permits auctioned off, and quite a few were turned away. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
This is silly, but I will comply.
Will we be leaving then?
Tell him to wait until I'm ready.
You heard the order.
We will be here.
He has a jaw on him, doesn't he? Break your fist on that jaw. So, oh my goodness, look at this. It is cool. Like, do you know what? They did a freaking good job of this place. again, it does make me more interested to go back to Veilguard now that I've seen kind of literally the origins. And just see how they translated things in that game, because again, I didn't play the whole game, and now I've got a little bit more context. I'd quite like to go back to it and see kind of you know, what exactly they were doing, because I didn't really get it when I played it. And I want to play the other games as well. I don't know if I'm going to play Dragon Age 2 or not. I might give it a go. I've got Inquisition, and I have played that before a little bit, but I'd love to like fully play it and get kind of immersed in it. So I don't know whether that's going to be on my channel or in my own time. It kind of depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, we'll see. Okay. Actually, am I walking myself? I'm like, yeah, no, I'll walk myself actually, thanks.
As you wish.
Just refuse to follow orders. Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the proving then, whatever that is. I thought I was getting a perpetual load then. I think that's the longest it's ever taken to load anything. I was getting nervous. Okay, so Lord Ronus Dace. Lord Donut Race. Is that this guy? Is it? I don't know.
Those Grey Wardens are quite impressive.
I'm here, so he's in the next room. Okay, so he's in the proving. Lord Donut Race.
The Grey Warden. Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
You have my ear. Of course, Lord Dace.
There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
What cause?
The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
She'd be like, hey, we're stronger together. You know, she'd be like, well, it behooves us to trade. Maybe not for silks, possibly, but, you know, armor does chafe, and a nice undergarment could go a long way for easing discomfort and, you know, aiding fluidity and that kind of thing, you know, from a completely practical mindset. You know, I think she'd see the benefits of trade, especially if she had heard rumblings of, like, the Darkspawn. You know, the idea of, like, I think she'd have some awareness of Darkspawn, Grey Wardens and things like that. She'd have read her histories. She would be quite informed. And so I think, you know, she would see the benefits of... Oh, I see Dunk. I only just saw... And how did I not see him sooner? He's right there, guys. He's right there. If she wasn't persuaded already, Dunk might persuade her. But yeah, no, she'd be like, this is ridiculous. Why only the people with, you know, noble descent? Any dwarf can come and go as they please. You know, just document it. Have a visa process or a passport process or something. So we know who's coming and going. We can track people. She'd think this was ridiculous. Why so interested in this particular cause? She wants to know more about him and his reasoning.
Those on the surface are our lifeline. They facilitate trade with the surface. They're honorable and, well, let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. My wife, however, is a gem of a different color.
Aww.
She has a cousin, a useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. He joined a speculative venture to the surface, hoping to make his fortune, and went bust. Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be casteless. For my wife's sake, I take up his cause. Will you lend me your voice?
The idea of, like, casteless as well, I think she would be against. And what do I get in return? She's not making it easy for him, though, you know? She's not an errand girl.
I keep my ears to the stone, my lady. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean.
Now you're talking my language. This is her whole deal. You have a deal. What do I do?
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Perfect. She would have said that anyway, and now she gets information out of it. Amazing. Okay, I see a lovely dunk, so we're going to go to him in a second. As much as I want to run straight into his arms.
I am at your service.
Do the whole dirty dancing, lift me up kind of thing, or I could lift him up, I think. I'm pretty hench.
May the Paragons watch over your command.
You know, your name has been mentioned in the assembly.
Do you know what I think could help? I think I saw a setting. I'm sorry that I didn't put this on earlier. I didn't know if it was going to get really overwhelming. Here, subtitles. Conversations and ambient dialogue. Conversations only. I mean, it is a conversation. Plot assistants, so plot helpers. Let me try that and see if that shows us subtitles of people who are talking as well.
You must be quite excited about tomorrow.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't put that on sooner. That's very helpful.
I am at your service. I am at your service. Lord
Haramount. So there's more people here. Lady Helmi. Let's talk to Dunk.
Greetings, my Lady Iduken. It is an honor to meet you at last.
I think this is the first time I've seen him with, like, more Grey Wardens. At last? Have you been waiting for me?
Not as such, but your father never misses a chance to boast of your skill and bravery. He says you may be the quickest fighter in all of House Iduken.
There's no way about it, I am the best. I think she's somewhat humble. But I do like that. I like this as well. We shall see what happens tomorrow.
Your response speaks of maturity beyond your years. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
He is not beating around the bush today, is he? I don't think she's going to wonder if Father would allow it. She would do what she wants to do. Again, I feel like she would know a lot about the Grey Wardens, but she's going to play a little bit naive. She knows how to make other people give her information. I do not know as much as I should about the Grey Wardens.
You know of our dedication to destroying the Darkspawn, our frontline presence during a blight. What else would you know?
Are there many of my people in the Grey Wardens?
Over the centuries, many dwarves have made names for themselves in our order. These days, however, there are fewer dwarves and thus even fewer dwarven Grey Wardens. A pity, since dwarven warriors have the most experience fighting Darkspawn.
Right. And what does joining entail?
Being a Grey Warden means abandoning all ties to your old life. It means dedicating yourself to destroying the Darkspawn.
I think she would be like, I'm needed here. These are my people. I'm working on something here, you know? But she could probably provide good warriors to him. That's her current thought process. Obviously, she's going to get taken, but... I am an Iduken. Orzammar needs me here.
Then it is a good thing that you have other paths before you. Some are not so lucky. I wish you luck in the deep roads tomorrow. Show the Darkspawn the might of your people.
Thank you. Thanks, Dunk. I've heard about a warrior called Cheds that you may be interested in the lower city.
May House Educan grow in strength and power.
Thank you. We spoke to him. Hi.
Well played with young Brinton.
Is that the guy you killed? I can't remember.
My lady. Congratulations on being named Commander, my lady.
Thank you.
My lady. I am at your service.
Okay, so there's someone over here.
My king, please reconsider. Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharrak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my sweet daughter. How fine you look in your grandmother's armor. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
I was really trying to pay attention to that conversation then, because I've not played this far. I don't know anything about this part of the story, so I'm fully new to this. So I was really trying to pay attention in case I had to make some kind of important decision later, but I feel like I didn't take in as much as I should have done. Of course, Father.
So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child.
This isn't subtle, is it?
Blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Aiducan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
This is my mate.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called service caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
They are, as we are, and should have their rights returned.
Thank you, my lady. I am satisfied.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander.
I thought that was going to be a bit more controversial than it was.
Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me.
Trian's my
Maybe
brother,
watching
okay.
the Provence, or getting some rest in his rooms.
I do not pay enough attention. So, I like the king. The king seems like a decent guy. He's probably gonna die. May I ask, what is it you want with Trian?
Don't question everything.
Ugh, that's what I do.
Go for the ancestors' sake.
Fine. Hi, Lord Mieno.
May the ancestors grant us victory against the Darkspawn.
If it isn't our newest commander, congratulations, Your Highness.
I feel like I should have spoke to them before I spoke to Dad, but he kind of threw me into the cutscene without me clicking on anything.
Your father is very proud of you. Congratulations.
I like, again, there's just a bit more movement to the NPCs than there was in Veilguard. I found Veilguard to be very stiff. Like, the way he kind of was shifting on his feet a little bit, and he looked a little bit like he was bored. like, I don't know, there's just a little tiny bits more to it environmentally, which I appreciate.
Good luck to you tomorrow.
Oh, don't, I want to speak to you a bit more. Okay, is that everyone? let me go back to Dace. I'm just checking around, just making sure I've not missed anyone important. I'm also going to save, actually, because, again, I don't know where I'm going with this. So this is Olivia. Okay, Dace, tell me my information. Give me my sweet.
That was well spoken.
What about your part of the deal?
Blunt as ever, hmm? Very well, then.
I thought I was quite
Here
subtle.
is the information I promised. There is a plot against your life. Something to do with tomorrow's battle. Look to your own house, my friend. This plot is one of Idukan design. Now I must be off to prepare for tomorrow. Do excuse me.
A plot and intrigue, you say? That is my bread and butter. Gorim, is it you?
What did you think of the Grey Warden?
He is a good man and a strong warrior.
You've always been a good judge of character.
I know.
Was there something else?
We should get going.
As you will.
We've already done those other things, so it's fine. Alright, let's go and see where our brother is.
I am at your service.
Let's go and see if we can find Ched's girlfriend again. Let me quickly look at the map just to see if anything is highlighted. Not particularly. Right. Let's see what happens. Oh, I thought that was his room. Here? Is this it? Where's this? Where have I gone? Where am I? Balin's room, father's room, Trian's room. So it's at the end. Right, so this was where Ched's girlfriend, not girlfriend, sister was. But she's not in there. Right, let's go and see if we can see Trian. So is it this one?
As you wish.
I can't get in.
I am at your service. I am at your service.
Am I missing something? Find Trian. Oh, so we don't know where he is. Okay. Is he in my room? Is he lurking? Is he trying to kill me? I don't see him. Again, just quickly checking for like books that I've missed. If I was a scamp, where would I be? Throne room. Did I look in the side rooms? I don't think I looked in like the kitchen and stuff, did I? Right, hang on. Let me... So he's not in his room. Not in his my brother's room. So I think they were both my brother, weren't they?
I am at your service.
Is this Dad's room? Not in there.
I am at your service.
Okay. I really quite like the sound of the armor, the jingly jangling. Wait, is that... Oh, I thought it was Ched's sister. Sorry, I can't remember her name. Right, hang on, I'm all turned about now. So this way to the kitchens. So the way that I'm looking.
Right.
Yoink. Anything else? Nope. Okay, anything in here?
This should be easy enough.
It's arming me up for something. Like it's stacking me high. There must be a reason. I thought that was a door. I'm stupid. Okay. Looks like that's where I'm meant to go, but I'm just checking the side rooms first.
This should be easy enough.
Okay. I can't really hear what she says. You know when I click on a door, she says something, but I can't really hear it. Okay. Ozamar History Chapter 2. Okay. Something's going on in here. Oh, this is the throne room? Okay. Okay, so what's going on in here? In the kitchen. Hello, how's it going?
Right.
Don't mind if I take your dagger that you've got stashed in a barrel for some reason.
Your Highness, what a surprise. I apologize if we are in your way.
Oh my god. Look at the size of that cheese. It's Pac-Man! Oh my god, I want cheese so bad now.
It is good to see you, my lady.
Is my brother hiding in any of these barrels?
You look radiant today, my lady.
Where the feck is he? Okay. I can't find him, Dad. He's gone. He's dead. I'm sorry. I had him killed.
Well, it seems Lord Dace got what he wanted out of you.
And what do you mean by that? Don't make me plan your murder. Right, hang on. Where have I been or not been? That's back to the bedrooms. I wonder if he's outside. I am so turned about right now. Right, is this outside? Where's this? That's the throne room. Oh, God's sake. Right, try this way. Let's go out again.
As you wish.
I'm probably missing something really obvious. Can I... Maybe he's in the commons. Excuse me. Have you seen my brother?
My thanks. House Iduken is blessed to have you.
Can I get in any of these rooms yet? Right, hang on. Let's go back down this way. Yo!
Do you wish to leave for the proving grounds, my lady?
Just wait.
You heard the order.
We will be here.
Right, I'm so confused. I don't know what to do because I can't find Trian. Your father needs to speak to your brother. You are to locate Trian and tell him your father needs him. He is either at the provings or resting in his quarters. Well, I couldn't get in his quarters, so let's go.
Do you wish to leave for the proving grounds, my lady?
Yes.
We are at your command.
Okay. Excuse me, sorry. I've been drinking apple juice and it's repeating on me. Oh, buddy. Oh, this is where Ched's was. So I guess alternate timeline Ched's doesn't happen here. Oh. Well, we found him. I want to talk to other people
Your
first.
Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
I was kind of hoping to have a little fight myself, try out my new dagger. I may watch a round or two, non-committal.
Your presence encourages the fighters to greater feats.
Unfortunately, I have to leave.
Of course. Thank you for making an appearance. It will bring courage to the fighters.
I hope I can come back. I just didn't want to go straight for...
None of these fighters could hold their own against Sir Blackstone.
Who's Sir Blackstone?
I'm proud to serve the Idukans.
No? Okay. I guess I'm going for Trian then.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
You two were not at the feast.
The world does not stop and start with your meager achievements. Not even tonight. Now, do you have some purpose in bothering us?
Oh, I wanted to ask that other question about what he's been doing. Father is worried you're too much of an ass to be prince. No, she's just gonna say, Father wants you.
Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
Knew he didn't like him. I agree.
And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him.
I have a feeling I know what's coming. You sound serious, Balin.
Unfortunately, I am. Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big sister, Trian is going to try to kill you.
Oh, he's like, not on my watch. He recognizes I'm a threat. Good.
He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen. The first Idukan king wasn't even part of the house's leading family. That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Twice, it was a woman.
Not that that should make a difference. I know the Assembly would prefer me. Well, I would make a good ruler.
If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian Veer's father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
So I kill my brother. Okay, got it. Well, Trian needs to die.
I'm afraid I must agree with you. Tomorrow's battle is the time to do it. I'll find out the rendezvous and buy you the time to do what must be done. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Or we could just poison him because I am a rogue, you know? That's what rogues do.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Harrowmont. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall. Come men! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Harrowmont and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my sister.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Idukan remains in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
Not gonna lie, this feels like a trap. To glory! What else is in the Taig?
My father's writings speak only of the shield. There may be countless other treasures, but only the shield matters.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
This feels like a trap. Why does this feel like a trap? That's my question. Where do we go from there?
The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the Lords and demonstrate the strength of Idukan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
May they watch over you. Oh, that look was a look of regret. They all know something. They know something and I'm not being told it. Right, hang on. This deserves a save because I smell a plot against my life. Okay, right. Is there anything I can yoink that will be useful to me, is my first question. Oh, which way am I going? Hang on. Somebody didn't listen to where she was meant to go. Let me go and see what's going on over here for a second. Yeah. We are going to go the side way. Yeah, I've got it.
I am at your service. I am at your service. I am at your service.
All together now. In a chorus.
Greetings, Commander. Lord Mino's men have taken this tunnel. The one assigned to your party is down the pathways.
Can I go with Duncan, is my question. I feel like Duncan needs my support and my help. He does not know the tunnels well, but I do. Okay, fine. Are you with me, mate? Can I have a dog? I'd like a dog right now. Am I going to get jump scared by spiders again? This feels like a yes. Yeah, spider alert for those of you who don't like it. And I'm not... Oh no, this is going to go bad because I am not equipped for fighting spiders like the mage was. Okay. No, I know what I'm doing. Come on, you've got to get involved here as well, mate. Come on. Shield bash. Let's go. Oh god, what are you doing? I told you to attack the spider. Don't let it eat me. Okay, fabulous. Shield bash. Do what I told you to do. That's going to help. Now do... Okay. I mean, he definitely did have a chance. I don't want to talk to me. There we go. Okay, yeah, if the AI could be a little bit more responsive, that would be amazing.
Trap.
Oh. That is the first time I've seen a trap, so we're going to have to be careful. Good thing I'm a rogue. Oh. Oh, I am using that trap to my advantage, babes. That sounds darkspawn-y. That sounds like a darkspawn. Genlock. And a corpse. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to run away. And hope that... Oh, they've got... Oh, my mates. Okay, well... Rather not get... Oh! Good job, girl. Great job. Good thing our mate's got our back, isn't it? Well, that went well. Okay. Bad luck. Sorry for your loss of life. Stupid fucking trap. I wanted the trap to get them. That's why I left it. And then it got me. Like a cairn? Not a cairn in the world. Sorry. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Famous last words. Dunk. Franlin, no! I feel a jump scare coming on.
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn?
1 or 2. Nothing we couldn't handle.
We didn't expect any activity in these tunnels at all. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the darkspawn.
When you meant to kill
tunnels are
them?
dead ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends. It's going to be a fight.
Well, rank up, soldier. Let's go. Well, let's be cautious then. She is a strategist.
As you say, onward then.
Okay. Anything we can yoink anywhere. Right, so we've got options. I always go righty-tighty, so let's go over here first. Don't think we can actually go that way though, unfortunately. So I think they reuse levels, and I think that's why we can't get through certain locked doors and things. I think they is that, hang on. Yeah, okay. I think you know, like later in the game, we'll come back to certain areas and like different pathways will unlock. Which feels like a clever use of resources in a game design element. You know, because we wouldn't have these backstories, these character backstories, if they couldn't reuse the assets later, because it would have been a lot of work for a small payoff. Well, I say small payoff, but I don't think it is, to be honest. I think it's definitely worth it. Deep Stalkers. Okay, let's go. Come on, fam. Come on, then. I'm sensing a trap. Why are they hesitant? Oh, don't spit acid at me. Rude. I hate that. Come on, fam. Get involved. Who are you attacking? Can you shield bash or something? What do you do? I'm in a little bit of trouble here, boys. You might want to team up.
Sorry. Would you like me to inform your next of kin?
Would you like me to inform your next of kin? We're okay. I am not the best fighter, to be honest. I will take the health potion, thanks. I was keeping my eye on the health throughout that because...
this should be easy enough.
That was looking a tiny bit iffy for a second there. I'd love to level up. Do I have anything that I could like equip better? Like, let me look at my guys. So he's sword and shield. Has he got sword and shield as well? Yeah, there's nothing particularly better than what they've got, I don't think. Alright. I hear creepy noises. Oh, here we go. Crossbow, Dwarven War Axe. It might do me well to have a crossbow, but I don't think I've got any, like, quivers or anything. I don't know if I can actually use it. It means I'll be able to keep my distance. Look how happy she is. Nah, I want to be two-weapon fighting. We're just going to go for it. Right, so this is a dead end, apparently. Great. Creepy-ass noises. Okay. This way, then? Nope. Around here? Again, I kind of want to watch out for traps. Like, who laid those traps? Was it you? Frandlin Ivo?
We should hurry. We should keep moving.
Trap. This should be easy enough. Trap.
I'm gonna disarm this one then. Yeah, disarm the trap, okay? Just do it, because it got us last time and I didn't enjoy that. Right, if you boys could actually get up front, considering your style of fighting is that style, that would be great. Go, go, go.
Right away. As you wish.
Right, come on, boys.
Trap.
I'm getting the traps. You're meant to be fighting. Come on. What is she doing? He's getting tired. Oh, I took his head. Dude, good work. Everybody okay? I'm just watching. Well done. Listen, I'll get the traps, you get the enemies, okay? Alright. What else have we got here? More short bows. It gives me a lot of short bows that I can't use. Dwarven armored boots. Are they better than what I currently have by any chance? I cannot use them, unfortunately, because I am not a strong boy. Can you use the Dwarven armored boots? They're not actually better than what he's got. Nah, not that great, are they? Okay. Sad times. Can I not get up there? Okay, fine. Right, I'm a little bit turned about. I think that's the way we came in, right? So this is where we're going. Yo! It's the other scout! I remember the orders now. Hi.
You're here. I thought the Darkspawn had got you for sure.
Darkspawn schmuckspawn. I feel like it's not a time and a place to be pulling rank, right? I feel like she would let that go a little bit because it's less of a formal occasion. I'm not that easy to kill, just in case he's the assassin.
And I'll make sure I'm behind you if we're swarmed. We want the tunnel ahead, but there are Darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful.
Have you seen the Tig Door yet?
I haven't ventured more than 100 yards ahead for fear of alerting other Darkspawn. I'll follow your lead, Commander.
Okay. Right, let's go then. Which way did we come in? That way? Did I miss something then? Possibly. Bit of a warren, isn't it? Ranked creatures. Right, that means that one of them's going to be tougher than the others. Okay, who've we got here? We're too far away to see. Let's just run at them. Tally ho! Don't stand on the trap, boys. Ooh, trap barrel. Genlock Alpha. Okay, so we're going to go for the Alpha, apparently. Let's go and do whatever that is. Right, come on, boys. You need to back me up here. Get the big guy. And you get this guy, please. And you go and get the archer with that. Let's go. Oh, I need help. I don't know why I decided to take on that guy. Thank you, Gorim. Good work. I'm gonna go and get this guy instead because I let the big boys take on the big boy. Okay, we're good. I got him. Is he down? I think he's just took his head off. So yes, that would imply that he's down. Right, let's go. I'll go for him. You go for him. You go for him. And you keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Good job.
I'm here.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to make this quick.
All right, that wasn't too bad. I did have to use one of my health potions, but I was taking on the big guy, like one-on-one, when I probably shouldn't have been. Probably should have left that for somebody who could shield bash, to be honest. Okay. Do I want to get the traps? Probably a good idea, isn't it? Okay. Nice. Oh. Darkspawn dagger? -1 to dexterity. That doesn't sound good. Wait, let me have a look at that again. So I think it's less good than my... No, one-handed. Tier 1, 10 dexterity. Damage 4. What I might do, because I do like my dexterity, but it is quite high, I might switch this dagger over here. Because it's got higher crit and armor penetration and stuff like that. So I am going to do that, and I'm going to use that in my offhand. Might not be a good idea because it does say -1 to dexterity, but it feels like it might be good for the job. Is that the way that we came in? It is, isn't it? So can we go this way? She might overestimate her abilities just slightly, you know?
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This Darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there.
They had to have an Hadouken's signet ring to get in.
It could have been stolen. Recently, or generations back.
Or it could be an ambitious cousin out for his own glory.
Let's not do anything rash.
Understood. Let's move, men.
Okay, it auto-saves, so... It's gonna be my shitty... I bet it's my younger brother. Place your bets now who it's gonna be. I think the younger brother looks shifty. Good fighter, whoever it is. Look at this bridge. This is pretty cool. I like that it kind of looks like a cog. You see who it is? Mercenary. I don't know. We'll be fine. Let's go.
So glad you could finally join us.
Who's this guy?
Got eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I don't let my boys...
Ooh, again with the rapiness. Fuck off. Fucking freaks. The shield is a metaphor. It's in all of us. Gorim, we need to kill these men.
I'll try to hide my disappointment.
Just kill them, boys. We'll find this shield on our own.
Will you now? Okay, who have we got? Mercenary, mercenary, military captain, mercenary. I'm gonna go for this guy with a sucker punch. If you could go for the main guy, please. And you could go for this guy for a second.
Yes!
Oh, lots of traps. Okay, is that the captain? Yeah. Right, now can you do that on that guy? Could you also do that on that guy? Beautiful. You go for whoever you feel like. And I am going to have a look at this guy up here. Right, let me try and get a good angle so we can see what's going on. Beautiful. Come on, boys, we got this. Who are you? Okay, Pam. Get this guy next. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I've gone ski whiffy. He's down. Main guy's down, so it's just this guy. Watch out for the traps, boys. Again, I have got it on easy mode, to be fair, but... Oh, damn. What have you got? Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a ballista. No, don't go for the bolts. Go for the mercenary, please. Let's go. Dude, are you okay? I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on everybody's health. Oh, that's me. Okay. I should probably run forward then, huh? They've got him. We're good. Anyone else?
Ancestors have mercy on you.
We're fine. No worries. Oh, don't stand on the trap, dummy. Okay, we're good. Okay, we've got some loot though. Rootin' tootin' loot. So let me just grab everything, basically. And then I'll sort out after.
Is that an Hadouken signet ring? I guess that's how they got in here.
I don't know how I know this, but it's Trians. Trians. Fuck that guy.
The ring is Trian's. That means he...
It might have been stolen from him, to be fair. I want to say let's not jump to conclusions, so I'm going to say this may not mean anything.
Or it may be a warning for us to keep our guard up.
Let the schemers come if they dare.
I will guard your back. Now
Thank
perhaps we should find the shield.
Yeah, sure. Stop yapping then and let me loot. It's quite a lot of loot, to be fair. Okay.
Right.
Oh, fuck yeah, ballista bolts. Why not? Can I use the ballista? I wish I'd got on that straight away. That would have been fun if we would have made like a beeline for the ballista. Can I?
Right.
Well, if the Darkspawn can't come, we know what to do then, don't we? Okay. Right, what have we got here? What can I put on? Because we've got a lot of stuff. Let me grab that. That's the lesser one, isn't it? Yeah, I've got that on my hotbar already. Lesser Ice Salve. Uses resistance to cold damage for a short time. I think I'm good with what I've got. Right, what have we got here? I can't use that. Fatigue 1 is better than fatigue 1.25, I assume, because you want less fatigue, not more fatigue. Light gloves, rough hide, requires 10 strength. I don't know if they're better or not. No, they're less armor. Can't use those, can't use that. That's not as good. That's... can't use that. Everything's a bit rubbish, to be honest, that I've picked up so far. Okay, I could probably tank up my team, but I don't want to. Okay, so what are we doing then? What's the plan here?
Trap.
So, this way?
Trap.
Trap detected, I just run straight in. Okay, sarcophagus. Should I save? It feels like a good save point, to be fair. Again, I don't know what to expect here. But I know that running straight towards the middle of the room is normally a bad idea.
This is the room. How do we get the shield?
I'll figure it out.
You two, see if you can spot anything.
Okay, again, edge of the room. Edge of the room. What's this thing here? Okay, there's a cute little dwarf statue. Okay. Alright, I guess I just click on it then.
Let's get started.
Okay, there's an indentation here that seems to match it. Oh, I don't know what to do with this puzzle. This puzzle's so hard. Press your signet ring against the indentation. Nothing happens. Oh, well. More fool me then. Do it again. Do nothing? Okay, it was trickier than I realized, apparently.
It seems some of these tiles are different from the others.
Oh. Right, hang on, boys. Okay. Can you go here? Beautiful. Can you go here? And can you go here? Amazing. Look, I figured that out all on my own. Yeah, boys. And I got my Hadouken shield that I won't use.
That's it. We've got it.
Doesn't look like much. The skill of our crafters has come far since then. But still, the Shield of Hadouken.
So, I'm a rogue. I'm not really like a sword and shield fighter. So, who wants it? Enough talk. Where is the rendezvous point? We're not correcting anyone.
Back in the direction we came from, at the crossroads.
To the crossroads.
To the crossroads! Alright. There's probably going to be people waiting outside for us. So, where is the shield? Am I stupid? Where is it? Huh? Can I not wear it? Did I pick it up or did I not pick it up? Imagine if I didn't have it. It's not letting me open it again, so I assume I've got it somewhere. I just can't equip it, I guess? I don't know.
Did you hear?
Okay. Genlock. Oh, it's Darkspawn. Oh, this should be fine. We've got this, fam.
It could be more of those mercenaries. Or
Let's get started.
Oh, it's a wolf! Oh my god, dude. Mate, get the wolf. Get the wolf. I'm in trouble. Can you help? Can you help? Oh, shield bash, that's what I needed. Thanks, mate. Let's keep an eye on our health, because mine is getting slightly low. Let's get the wolf. Amazing. Okay, let's get... Who's firing so many arrows? They're all firing arrows. I'm gonna go for him. You go for him. You go for him. And together we will win. You help me. Because my health is pants. Don't go through the trap. I'm okay.
You should have run. Take that.
Let's get this trap.
I will not fail.
Someone firing at us from over here? No, that's my mate. Okay, that's okay then. We're good. We've got this. I'm just disarming traps in the middle of a battle. Like, it's fine. I've got this. Don't worry. Don't step here. Okay. Let's get that one. At least I'm good for something. Take it. And that one. It'd be nice if the traps activated and hurt the bad guys and not me, you know? Okay. Right, I guess we get out of here then? Rendezvous point, they said, didn't they? Rendezvous? Rendezvous? I take it we go back out the way we came. I'm assuming there's not like a back door that everybody knows about to this thing. Yeah, no idea. Is this the rendezvous point? A Duke and Tig chamber? I don't fucking know. Right, let me check again. Right, here, this is where we need to go, the crossroads. Okay, we're going in the right direction. Come on, boys, hop to it. Lovely day for a jog. I like that jogging doesn't make our stamina go down. It's specifically sweet. Hello?
Trian were really scheming against us. This would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield, and we're all alone out here.
We've got this. Well, keep your wits about you then.
Of course.
What's that you're muttering about?
We're going to kill my brother. My brother, I think, inform him. I don't know. Yeah, no. Let's, I think honesty, you know. He deserves to know what's going on. He'll be better prepared. My brother Trian may try to ambush us.
Fantastic. As if the Darkspawn weren't enough to worry about.
Just keep your eyes open.
Okay. Okay, stack up, boys. Is this the crossroads? Let me check again. Have I gone the wrong way? Yeah, I need to go back on ourselves. Okay. Good job, me. Right, does the map spin, or can I like focus on going north? I feel like I'm really getting turned about here. So I can go this way and then left, I guess. Right, and I want to try and keep going north. Right, I think this is it. This is it. Are we alright, fam? We all together? Yo, sup? How's it going? There's Trian. I think Trian doesn't know. I think our younger brother's gonna ambush us.
I trust Vala, sister.
You and I need to speak. Alone.
Anything you have to say can be said here in front of our men.
Where is your signet ring, Trian?
I didn't wear it today. I didn't wish to risk losing it in battle.
I suspect you gave it to your mercenaries so they could steal the shield.
You dare accuse me of your own treachery? You have plotted to murder me so you could take my place as heir. You convinced Balin to help take my men and me by surprise. Do you deny it?
I have evaporated out of existence. I am so shocked that somebody else has been playing us. Was that my plan? That wasn't my plan, was it? Is it true or is it not true? I feel like it's not true. Well, it's just politics. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is that what you think this is? Some game? I am your prince and your elder brother. Every tradition, everything that makes us who we are, demands your loyalty to me. You and your companions will throw down your weapons, confess your treason, and be tried in front of the assembly.
We will do no such thing.
Then you will die here. May the stone reject your unworthy, treacherous body. Kill the traitors!
Wait, are we traitors? Oh well, this is the way it's going, I guess. Yeah, mate, can you knock my brother out, please? I would really, really appreciate that. Everybody else is just like standard real guard, I think, right? Right, you go for this guy. You go for this guy. And I'll go for this guy. Go! Great job. Do what you want, fam. Sorry, I'm trying to not get one up, like, surrounded. Is my brother down? Oh, what just happened? Hello? What's this on me? Why am I shining? I'm gonna go for this guy. Oh, thanks, mate. One left. Let's go. Well, that's how that went. Did he do that? I'm not sure. I think it was my other brother.
Hurry, father, before it's too...
I think he's sus. Sorry, Dad.
By all the ancestors. What has happened here?
Killed him. Sorry.
It seems we weren't fast enough. Balin was right.
He set me up, hasn't he?
My daughter, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
I mean, he was a bit of a twat, to be fair. Why? What does it look like?
It looks like you just slew the prince and all his men.
That is accurate. It was all Balin's idea.
I don't have to listen to this slander.
There are witnesses. Ask them what happened.
My lady is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lady Aeducan came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, she ordered us to attack.
We didn't order him to attack. We said our brother might attack us. That's a lie.
Then we shall discover the truth.
Frandlin Ivo, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord. It was terrible. Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lady stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham! Do you have anything else to say, my daughter?
How can you not see that this is a setup?
I want to believe that. I really do.
Bind her. She will be judged before the Assembly. To Orzammar.
Bind this, bitches! Kills everybody else. Damn! It was a setup. It was my little brother, I knew it, I'm sure. I think older brother was legitimately a jerk. Younger brother, like... Oh, we're in the prison. Chads, are you here? Yeah, I think what happened is our younger brother played us both against each other. Very Iago. What's happening over there? They put me in shit clothes? Fucking rude of them. Oh, all my good stuff as well. Man, give me my cool dagger back. Can I, like, lockpick the door? What is the point in being a rogue if I can't lockpick... Oh, hang on. Level up. What if? Let's get my dex up. And a little bit more cunning. And then, where is... Let's go... Coercion. It's probably going to get us out of prison. And then I have got Deft Hands. I need to be level 4 for that. Below the belt is probably going to do as well. Although, I did say I was going to go dual weapon fighting. Below the belt. I think... Where's the one that makes them... like, stunned? Dual striking. Both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot hit critical. This is good for, like, when we're surrounded. So I think I'm going to take that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go with that. Because she's not a below-the-belt type fighter. Like, that's the other girl. But I can't get out, so... Is there anyone around? Gorham! Why is he out? Why is he there?
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
Why has the Assembly not sent for me yet?
The Assembly isn't going to call for you. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had fully half the Assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years.
It is our family's way. You have to respect Balin's ability to play the game.
He's more clever than either of us ever thought. Some of the lords, especially Harrowmont, are suspicious of Balin's instant rise to power. They are rallying, but far too slowly. The Assembly has already sentenced both of us.
And what's going to happen to you?
My knighthood will be stripped, my name torn from my family records. But I will be allowed to attempt some sort of life on the surface. Lord Harrowmont moved for a similar exile for you, but Balin's supporters overwhelmed him. You are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed.
I can handle it. And what does my father say about this?
Lord Harrowmont says the king is taken ill. He couldn't bear losing 2 of his children at once.
Dad.
Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
Come with me! That's all the chance I need.
Our time is up. May the Paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up.
The same to you, my friend, who stopped trying to flirt with me, and I appreciate that, Gorim. I really do. I truly do.
I will always be your man, my Lady Aeducan.
Oh, I like him now. Now we fixed him.
They are ready for you now.
Okay. Skull.
Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
Mark me how I will undo myself. With my own tears I wash away the balm. Without my own hands I give away my sacred rights. What's the Richard II speech? I love that speech. She's going to stay silent. She's not going to dignify him with a response.
Soldier, hand the accused his sword and shield. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
Can't believe they gave me shit shoes. And an ugly dress, just to add to the humility. You could have given me armor. I am absolutely fucked, guys. We might be in trouble. I think I'm gonna die in this tunnel. Okay, well, this is a long one, isn't it? Why am I at such a weird angle? Okay. Yeah, any hidden knives that someone could have smuggled down here for me would be appreciated right now. Come on, then. It saved it for me. Oh, dude. Dirty fighting, let's go. Do it. Do the dirty fighting. Nice. Hit it. Hit it. Get it. Smack it. Ah! At least they let me keep... Oh, I don't have any health potions. Wow. Wow. I see how it is. Okay, what have I got now then? Lesser lyrium potion. For a mage. Great. But let me stick my longsword in this hand and my dagger in this hand. And this armor is definitely going to be better than whatever I've been rocking so far. Got my little feeties out. I don't even have my shoes on anymore. Rude. Okay, well, let's do this then.
Trap.
Is there anything that wants to come and set off this trap? No? Can I not? There we go.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Trap.
Okay, well, let's move back a little bit. Let them come to us. I was hoping that they'd get stuck in their own trap. Right, dirty fighting, let's go. Do that. Do what I said to do. Cool, do that. Nice. We've got this. I trained my whole life for this. And now I've got some health potions and an acid flask. Good to know. I don't know how to throw things, so that's for us to discover later, I guess. I'm gonna ignore that trap. It does give me XP to disable the traps, but I'm not fatigued. I'm fine. I'm fine. Not like this guy. Alright, let's put our leather gloves on. Creepy noises. This game is not nice for people who don't like spiders. We are discovering together. Okay. I like them. Honestly, the bigger the better when it comes to spiders.
Trap.
Where? Oh, back there. Okay.
What?
Deep Stalker. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and let that come to me. I think it's a melee fighter. This is a bit stupid. Okay. I don't think it can see me. Dirty fighting. Go.
As you wish.
Just in case, because I think they like running crowds, so it doesn't make sense for me to run towards it if there's gonna be more of them. Okay. I don't know how I sneak.
The shadows.
Ooh. I'm a sneaky sneaker. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, I know. Go, 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 go. He can't see me yet. So I think if I go up behind them, I do more damage when I attack them.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Possibly. I don't know. Okay, we're learning new things. Darkspawn dagger. Ooh. Isn't that the cool thing that I had before that got taken off me? It's less good for Dax, but I don't know. I'm taking it. Right. Oh. Let's do that.
Light as a feather, silent as a wraith.
Something over there. I don't know if it's seen me or not. Right, can I sneak around it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. El stupido. Stealth makes it possible for you to deal devastating surprise attacks, lay traps and avoid immediate confrontation. Well, whatever that was.
Show me what you've got.
Dude, I've got this. I've got this. Yoink. I'm figuring this game out. Sneaky sneak. Okay, I don't know where I'm going though. Did I come from this way? I feel like I did. Right, hang on, let me look at the map. So I need to go the opposite way. That way. Can I look over there? Does mean that I can't run though. Apparently. Okay. Trap detected.
Trap.
But again, he has not seen me because I am a sneaky sneako. So I can go pyong, pyong, pyong. I'm gonna get rid of that because it helps me out. Right, come on, Dunk, where are you?
Trap.
Okay, let's get up behind him. I think it's specifically when you're behind him that it works really well. Okay, there's another one.
Next.
I can't go invisible yet. Okay.
As you wish.
Oh, I can't do it because I'm in combat. Damn. Superior Dwarven Guard armor. Can I wear that? No. No, I cannot. Okay, go and get that trap because he's not coming over yet. Oh, apparently he is. Oh, okay. I guess, skedaddle. Go, go, go. He missed. Ha ha ha. We're good. Not to worry. Okay. Did I get everybody that I needed to get? Okay. Right, is there anything over that way? It's hard to see. You know my rule, righty tighty.
Light as a feather, silent as a wraith.
Right, we're somewhere. Wait, am I back where I started? Oh.
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Hi. Jump
Lady
scare.
Aeducan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
You know what it's like. Political intrigue, familial infighting. I guess I'm a Grey Warden now. Take me, Duncan. Take me to your bridge. We don't need to show him all our cards. Grey Wardens aren't the only ones who can survive here.
I'm aware of your family's experience with these tunnels, but no dwarf has set foot here for years. May I ask what happened?
Oh, you know, I got bored. Let's be honest. She does appreciate honesty, and let's throw Balin under the bus while we're at it. You know, just in case anyone's gossiping. Balin has betrayed me.
Ah, you have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I just told you.
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
No, it's fine. I was betrayed by my brother. It happens.
Lord Trian?
No, Balin. Trian is dead.
I see. The brutal intrigue of the Dwarven court continues, then. Your father intimated as much. I will not ask what happened. You are the child of my old friend, and do not deserve to die in this pit. You have already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Aeducan. I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the Deep Road set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was actually thinking about Ched's sister and trying to remember which of my brothers she was courting. And I think it was actually Balin. So good for her that her husband survived and is going to be the king. She did well. I hope she didn't leave. You know, I hope it wasn't like a get out of here and don't darken my door again kind of thing that I did with her, because, you know, she landed on her feet, that girl. My loss is her win. I accept. At least until I can get back to my own place and, you know, kill my brother, take the throne. For now, this works.
Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Cailan. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner.
I'm fine, but if you have any shoes, I would appreciate that.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the
Doo-doo-doo.
edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
They didn't
King
give me
Cailan.
shoes!
I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
I have my
Then
tootsies
I'll have the
out!
mighty Duncan at my side in battle
To meet the
after all.
king?
Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I can't believe they didn't give me shoes. I am Olivia. Would she say Your Majesty? Yeah, I think she knows when to use her manners. I am Olivia, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honourable stout folk outside Audemars.
Excuse me, what did you call me? I was going to be the Queen of Ozamar, I will have you know. My father was king. Do not look down on me just because you are of a taller stature. Oh, here we go. I presume you have not met many members of the noble caste. Just because I'm not wearing shoes does not mean I wasn't... I don't know. That's what she's saying.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime.
If your majesty wishes.
I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the Blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
I am his daughter, and he was fine when I saw him last, if not a little, angry.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Duncan could have done the introduction for me. I was considering playing my cards a little bit closer to my chest and being like, oh, I'm just a girl, you know, I'm just a girl. But I don't think she appreciates him thinking that he can boss her around. You know, that's one of her things. Like, right from the beginning when we were playing with her, it's like, don't boss me around, I do what I want. So she's just setting that bar kind of early on. She's not aggressive, you know. You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Like, obviously we've seen this a number of times, but it does differ slightly depending on your backstory. So, worth watching again, I think.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual.
What do you mean, what ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
And why is this ritual so secret?
The Joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Wonderful. Let's do this then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being.
She's so pretty.
There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
I think the dwarves have the best side profiles. Okay. Kinslayer. Ouch! Ouchie! Okay. Right, okay, so that's where we're leaving a story for the day. Do not have any shoes. My kingdom for some shoes. I've already lost it, so it's all yours. Right, so my little footless barefoot wonder, my barefoot Contessa. We're leaving her story there for the time being. I want to play on so badly, but before we do, we have one more backstory to play through, one more origin story, if I say the name of the thing, and that is a Dalish elf. So join me for the next video. I do intend to get all these videos up in a bulk together, yeah, check that out, and we'll see what that's all about. I'm really excited because then I know all the backstories. I love seeing these different perspectives on what's going on in the world, and you know how the king, he's not called, what's his name? King I want to say Dugan, but I might have that wrong. That king guy that we just met that looks like a paladin, you know, his different role in different stories. You know, he was the king of the nobles who were attacking the elves in the previous video, and he had no idea about that. So again, the idea of, you know, corrupt people hiding things from the king is interesting among the human world. You know, seeing the flip side of Ched's sister's story, how she like landed in the dwarven palace, is really interesting. I'm glad to see she's doing okay for the time being. What else as well? Yeah, just, you know, seeing the noble daughter's story where she, her brother is out there somewhere and we need to go and find him. So, excuse me, seeing all these different perspectives on the world, you know, and people, what people do and don't know, and people's like prejudices against other groups. And whether or not those are founded or unfounded, I think is really fascinating. This kind of like full picture view of the world through all these different lenses is something I really, really feel, excuse me, was missing from Veilguard. And I think had they gone into more diversity and replayability of the story, I think it would have been a much, much more interesting game, because I did find that it was extremely linear and the viewpoint was very, very fixed, and almost like the story was dictated to us rather than feeling like we had any influence over it. And even though, you know, certain bullet points do happen, you know, no matter which origin story you select, you know, Duncan is always going to recruit you. You're always going to join the Grey Wardens, and you're always going to end up on this bridge in Ostagar. I think I'm getting the hang of the place names now. Like, it's, you know, how you get there and the flavor that you put on it can be very, very different. And I think there are small choices that we've made along the way that may kind of come back later. You know, we might see a payoff to some of the smaller decisions we've made. I hope so. It feels that way. And even if it doesn't, the fact that it does feel that way, it does feel like my choices are important and I am kind of making important decisions, feels very validating, and it's very engaging in the game. And again, I really feel like Veilguard, it was kind of giving me pointless decisions, you know, and I didn't feel like I had any control over like the flow of the game. And so that player agency that I feel was missing from Veilguard is really, really strong in this game. And if Dragon Age were to, hi, if anyone's watching from the Dragon Age team, you never know. I'm a small channel, but you never know. If any, you know, if they were to make another Dragon Age game, I would love for them to go back to their origins, literally, and look at what made this game really, really good. And you can have all the most beautiful graphics in the world, you know, and that does add a lot. I've been watching Markiplier playing through Red Dead Redemption 2 this week, you know, and that game is so beautiful. But that's not everything. You know, you can have really good games where the graphics are a little bit janky and naff. You know, I think ideally you'd have a perfect game, it'd have all those elements, but you know, you could have the most beautiful game in the world, and if the story is not engaging, and you know, it feels like the game is talking at you rather than for you as the player, I think, you know, it's just not going to be a good game. And so yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Come and check out my final video on the Dalish Elf. Again, I know nothing about that story. Like, I've played 10 seconds, right? All I know about that story is you're a Dalish elf, and you're with a guy in the forest, and some humans run up, and you've got to investigate something. That's literally all I know. So yeah, we're gonna go and check out that video together. Story together. I am talking too much. She can level up, but I think I might leave that until next time. So again, I do need you guys to go and tell me whose story you're enjoying the most, who you want to see me move forward with. I might end up playing through the game with all the different characters. I don't know how long the game is. I don't want to make any promises, but I am going to pick at least one, because I'm curious and I want to play, right? And if I'm playing on my own time, I might as well record it. So yeah, I'm going to play forward. Let me know who you like, because even if I think at the moment I feel like I'm going to pick the human daughter, the noble daughter, because, you know, her brother's out there somewhere and she's had this terrible tragedy, and I kind of want to see how her storyline plays out. But it could be that I flip back and two. Maybe I'll do certain parts with certain characters, and then I'll kind of like catch up on my own time and we'll play forward with a different character. So if you've got favorites, let me know. If you've got any specific story points that you want me to investigate further, let me know, and then I know to kind of like aim at those things as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Take care of your faces. Thank you for joining me, and have an amazing week, people. Bye.